All right, so we move with WASD. All right, that's us. Can I get hit by a car? I can totally get hit by a car. Am I dead? Chat, we found the best game ever. We can die. That's not what I wanted to do. We can die before we even start playing the game. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Okay. All right, let's get into the diner. Smells like a diner and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes, magazine stuck to your face, no service sign posted. The Nightingale Diner. The Nightingale welcomes all travelers. Is this table occupied? You can't be sure until you get this magazine off your face. Can I just like, no, I can't. Oh, we can actually just do point and click instead of WASD movement, but also no. So it's traveler? Kind of. It's just our face. For now, I imagine we're going to have a character creation thing here, because these games are like pseudo-RPGs. You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing my face. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, there are 18 faces. Bald with a goatee. Brendan, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, but yeah, I think there's only one proper choice here. Do we want swell mustache with monocle or just swell mustache? Four. Monocle? Monocle. Monocle it is. There you are. We're a Dapper Dan man, damn it. They've offered one of these new meat-operated multi-selection phonographs, or jukeboxes as the kids call them. Neat. Hey, there's something in the coin return. Yoink, you gain 1 meat. So meat is the currency in Kingdoms of Loathing. A couple of older folks are having an animated discussion. Well, one of them is. Let's listen. The way these young women act these days with their short hair and their sassy talk and their dresses that don't even cover their ankles. It's scandalous, and those dances they do flailing around like I don't know what. I'd have thought Prohibition would have put the kibosh on that sort of tomfoolery, but no sir. Can't imagine dancing a waltz to the music they're playing nowadays, though. And that's the problem right there. This newfangled jazz music with all the drums and clarinets and such. What kind of word is that anyway? Jazz. I think our cups got switched. You're supposed to be drinking decaf. But have they heard of jizz music? That's the cantina music from Star Wars. Some petty vandal has scratched the name Dan Bob into the surface of this table. A couple of young women are chatting breezily over coffee. Hey Mac, what town is this? Poughkeepsie. You two traveling? Yeah, Ocean City's turning into a real sawmill, so we boosted our Jelly Beans breezer for a weekend whirl to the hot potato. Oh, Bushwa, you make it sound like we went south with it. I flew him a kite. Everything's Jake. Jeez, I'm pretty sure only 3 or 4 years older than you two, but I only barely understand what you're saying. What are you, a canceled stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. Okay. Damn kids. Jizz music, yes, Val. It is literally called jizz. Hello there, I'm Ethel. All right, enter our different first name. We are, of course, Swell. Hi, I'm Swell. Swell who? Do we go with Swell McSwellington? I don't know. What's Swell's last name? Goldleaf's boy toy. I am not giving him the full Venuncio name. Good lord, yes, for Swell McSwellington. All right. I was gonna do like the 3rd Esquire, but no. Okay, so Swell McSwellington. Pleased to meet you, Swell McSwellington. What can I do for you? Can I get a cup of coffee? Actually, we need to start doing the Swell voice now. Shit. I name my NPCs when you have to come up with a name on the spot. 100 fucking percent Val. I understand. I feel you. He has severe swelling. You sure can. Best cup of coffee in the state, if I may say so myself. That'll be one meat. Great. To go, please. Ethel pours you a steaming hot cup of fresh black Java. We got diner coffee. It's a potion. A paper cup of fresh black coffee. Smells better than any coffee you've ever had on this trip. Anything else, hun?
Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here?
Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing, too. I hear we're in for rain tonight. What takes you to Ocean City?
My uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something. Goddamn planes in the airport need to stop flying around so this streamer can do his thing without being interrupted.
That's a reason, hun, but somebody else's reason. What's your reason? She locks eyes with you. All right. I worry about giving chat the ability to make choices in this game. I truly do. Mind your own. All right, mind your own business.
Mind your own business, Ethel.
And then he smacks her. Oh, we got a perk, guarded. Your hard exterior conceals what I can only assume is an even harder interior. Of course, hun. Where are my manners? I'm sorry to pry. My curiosity just got the best of me. Do we nod or do we frown? His swelling has lasted over 24 hours. He's on the search for a doctor. Oh no. We nod? All right, we nod and walk away. So we have a character sheet now. Our basic stats, we have 1 muscle, 1 mysticality, 1 moxie, +1 to our max AP, and +10 to our max HP, which gives us our base stats. And we got +1 physical armor on account of being guarded. We also have basic skills, but we don't have any of these because we don't have experience yet. Soul doesn't strike you as a pessimist? Yeah. Y'all are making me, oh, that's good. That's what we're here for. Just chill hanging out, having a good time. This man is concentrating very hard on his coffee.
Hey, is there something particularly interesting about that coffee?
It's my first one.
Of the day?
No, it's my first coffee ever.
Oh, what do you think?
I think it's a bad beverage. It's bitter and it makes my stomach hurt.
Oh, well, it's not for everybody, I suppose.
Yeah, I think I'll have another one after this, though. And then maybe even every morning for the rest of my life.
Well, enjoy.
Alright, so I assume we just leave. Yeah, Ethel said the bus will be here any minute, so we go out and wait for it. It's the prologue you. The conversation is exactly your thoughts on coffee. Fair. You pull out the letter you got from Uncle Murray and read it again. Murray Morris, care of Murray's Antiques, 111 Plunkett Street, Ocean City. Dear Swell, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need help in your adventuresome spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you're able. Your uncle, Murray. Why is there a clown on the bus? You're just about to go mad from the monotony of this ride when the bus suddenly judders to a stop. You look out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees.
Uh-oh.
The outskirts of Ocean City. W. Willis & Co. bus lines. Take a joyride. Drink red cola. Protect your family.
Probably should ask the bus driver what's going on instead of just wandering off
aimlessly into the night. Oh, it like literally will not let me. I'm still used to playing Shadowgate. Being able to just kill myself with everything. You wouldn't make a dog walk 6 miles in this rain, no matter how bad it wanted to. Alright, buddy. It's the bus driver. Talk to him.
What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City.
Nope, sorry about this, but we're out of gas.
Oh, geez, you didn't fill up before we left?
I filled up the bus, but the trip takes exactly 1 full tank of gas. He hands you an empty gas can.
Plus 1 additional can. Swell. Where do I have to go get it?
Well, I'd go myself, except for 2 reasons.
Those being?
First being, as I'm the bus driver, I'm legally responsible for this bus and I gotta keep an eye on it. And secondly, because of your leg.
What's wrong with your leg?
It's attached to a fella that doesn't want to go wandering around in the rain at night. Alright then. This is a left-handed umbrella. What? I'm left-handed as it... Wait, what? Are we left-handed or not, chat? Are we left-handed or not? You punch the driver. None of this makes sense. Welcome to Kingdoms of Loathing. Alright, we're left-handed.
Well, I'm left-handed as it happens.
But you aren't registered to my umbrella insurance.
Nuts.
Sorry about that. Here, I do have a flashlight you can use, though. Good luck.
Thanks.
Alright, so now we have a flashlight. Joy. The Kingdoms of Loathing is a very, very, non-serious, kind of goofy, dopey thing. Oh my. The fucking gas station is like literally right here, you assholes. This pump is full of water, this pump is empty, and there's a little bit left in this pump, but there's no gas in it. You're strapped in for the ride? I'm happy to have you riding along, Val. Seems like just yesterday that gas only cost 6 and 15/64 meat a gallon. Sigh, those were the days. Station seems to have run out of service, but can we go in and steal anything? They're out of postcards or all the scenery around here is invisible. There's one object left on the snack shelf. Cheese loaf. Oh God. Oh God. Cheese loaf. No one in their right mind would consider this vile substance a snack. It's weird that the cash register is pointed towards the front of the store, so we loot it. It's mostly empty, but you find some loose change. 7 meat. Alright. It's an old baseball bat leaning against the wall. We'll take that. So this is probably a weapon, if I had to guess. Yes. So yeah, we do have like, there's RPG mechanics here. It's not like hyper deep or anything, but they're here. So we got a baseball bat, the classic dirt water slugger. With this, you can either take somebody out to the ball game or just take them out. It deals your muscle +1 in physical damage. So what is the cheese loaf? Increases your moxie by 1 until you eat something else. This game looks interesting. This, if you liked Heroes of the Seven Islands, Michi, you'd probably get a kick out of this too. This is actually the second one of these. There's also a game called West of Loathing, which is this but a Western. From what I've been told, this game is better than West of Loathing in every way. That being said, though, West of Loathing is still pretty fun, and I will be playing it at some point. A box of Cheese Loaf brand pasteurized spreadable cheese food product. Modern technology has done some extremely revolting things. East of Loathing is Samurai. That'd be cool. I'd play it. When you were 4 years old, Merlin flew in your bedroom window and refused to leave. He's been with you as a familiar ever since. Each round of combat increases your muscle, muscularity, or moxie. All right, so we've got a little pet bird. Okay. All right. Sure. And, I mean, we also have our luggage. Everything you own is in this trunk, including your portable car. We unpack it. You shouldn't unpack it in a dirty gas station. Okay. You love Moxie. That's the thing, is like these games, they've always kind of been a little irreverent, and that, like, yeah, you've got Moxie. In the original, one of the classes you could play, like, there was like it's like a Pastamancer, or like if you were a fighter, you weren't a fighter, you were like a seal clubber, I think. It's just, it's goofy. Wait a minute. What does the coffee do? All right, this doesn't do anything, so we're just gonna drink it. Good grief, that coffee smells good. Can't bring yourself to drink it because you might really need some coffee later. Fuck you, game. All right, what's in the back room? The sign says employees are only. Are we an employee, chat? Are we an employee, or are we a liar? Or are we an honest man? In the Sentai Sensibility game, if you failed, you could convince the GM to succeed instead. Really? That's kind of fun. I dig that. I can appreciate that, like, all right, yes. Really? You never mentioned working at a gas station, Michi. Were you just kidding? Were you having a laugh? No, you really did. Okay, all right. Well, okay, if you say so. We go through. All right. A desk, presumably optimized for doing gasoline-related business. 4 of the drawers contain nothing but old receipts and pencil stubs. The 5th one is locked. Ooh. Okay, so we need to find a key. A broken radio can still be considered nice. This is a pretty nice radio. And this shelf smells like axle grease and old paint, probably because that's what's on it. This shelf is laden with a miscellaneous electrical widgets and doodads. We don't have any use for any of them, though. All right, Val worked at a gas station. All right, so we've got at least one gas station attendant, so what we're doing right now is completely legal. The shelf is full of old personnel files. Look up Swell McSwellington. Well, I'll be darned. Here's your file. You do work here. You got a gas station personal file. Sorry I ever doubted you. You gained 5 experience points. This fucking game. Each object that you examine on this shelf is dirtier and more boring than the one you looked at before. Stand clear of lift before operating. Steve. That old flivver looks promising as a source of gas, but you can't reach it while it's up on the lift. Some kind of weird machine. I love that figure it out requires mysticality. Our name isn't Steve, that's true. We can stand under it. It's a fuse box. It's a big tool chest, but all the good tools have already been stolen. So I assume that this isn't going to do anything. Yeah, it must not have power. Dig into the fuse box. As advertised, this is a box containing 1 fuse. However, it is broken, which is probably not intended. You should keep an eye out for a replacement. Must be one around here somewhere. Let's see, if I were a fuse, where would I be hiding? Here we go. Wait, no, I saw that. Where was it? Miscellaneous. Wait, when I leave and come back, does it only... No, okay. Just making sure. You dig through the boxes and find a single unblown fuse. All right, we replace the fuse. Click, done. We lower the thing. You should stand clear of the lift 2, Swell. Oh, they know! Can I raise it? I want to see if we can get smashed by this thing. No, it's probably isn't safe to subject that rickety old jalopy to a lot of vigorous up and downing. Oh my. Not the jalopy. The car is missing its gas tank, but there is a big glass of gasoline in the cup holder. Pour it into your can. We got 1/3 of a cup. There's nothing else of interest in the car. There's also no interest for a year if you'd like to buy it. I would not. Suit yourself. Cheeky fucking game. Alright, what are these? Empty oil cans, a whole pyramid of them. We just drive away in the car and leave the bus jerk stranded. Well, the car doesn't have a gas tank, so that would probably be difficult. Wait, what? It promised snacks, but delivered only disappointment. Ouch. Finnegan's optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. A miserable-looking hitchhiker standing in the rain, listlessly sticking out her thumb. Let's talk to her then. Ah, hi there. Her head turns very slowly to face you, and her eyes don't quite meet yours. Can you give me a lift? I need to get to Albany.
Sorry, I'm going the other way.
Oh.
Also, I don't have a car.
Oh.
What's your name? I'm Swell.
Lydia.
Nice to meet you, Lydia, although I admit the circumstances aren't great.
Ellipses.
You know where I can get some gas?
Gas?
Bus I was on ran out and the driver sent me to find some more.
Bus?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to Ocean City.
I've never been there.
Okay, then.
Jesus Christ.
So how about this rain, huh?
Oh, it's raining.
Yeah, sure is. What a night to be stuck out on the road, right?
I hadn't noticed.
I get the feeling you aren't much of a noticer.
Ellipses.
See any good movies lately?
I saw Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde at the Nickelodeon.
Oh, that's a classic. What did you think?
It was very scary. I liked it.
I prefer comedies myself. Have you seen the new Buster Keaton one, The Cameraman?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's great. You have to see Sherlock Jr. That's my favorite.
Ellipses.
Really terrific. Read any good books lately?
Swell, what are you doing, man? I read The Invisible Man. It was really good.
Oh yeah, H.G. Wells is great. Have you read his new one?
The War in the Air? I didn't care for it.
The one I'm thinking of is Mr. Something on Something Island. I forgot the name, but it was terrible.
His early works are his best, like The Time Machine.
Yeah, I loved that one. I'm glad we were able to find something we could connect on, Lydia.
Ellipses.
So, what's in Albany?
I just want to go somewhere new.
Albany isn't new, though. It's one of the oldest cities in the country.
Ellipses.
Ha ha!
Ellipses.
Okay, that's fair.
Ellipses, 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 ellipses. Wow. Can we just keep going? Are they gonna do something if we keep going? I would expect this game probably would do something if we kept going. Let's give it a couple here. Okay, no.
Okay, bye, good luck.
That was a complete and utter waste of time. Thank you, video game. This field is extremely corny. Son of a bitch! I cannot escape. I cannot escape. I cannot escape. Chat hasn't thrown a single pun in the game. Comes out with a folding chair. Val activated. Oh, God. This game makes you uncomfortable. I'm sorry, Silvernail. Hey, I ain't want to be unfriendly, but this is private property you all just barged into.
Oh, geez, sorry. Everything's so desolate outside, I just assumed this place was abandoned.
Well, come morning you'll be right, so you might want to get out of the rain for a spell.
Thanks. My name's Swell McSwellington.
Howdy, Swell. I'm Elias. Elias Chekhov. Make yourself at home. Let's look around. Is that Chekhov's gun on the wall? That's gonna be Chekhov's gun on the wall, isn't it? I'm gonna be pissed. There's a rifle hanging on the fireplace. Let's ask Elias about it.
You leaving this rifle behind?
Yup. How come?
Well, it's a varmint rifle, and where I'm going, there ain't any varmints.
There's vermin, to be sure, and critters and such as like that, but the almanac don't list any examples of a varmint qua varmint, if you know what I mean. Amazing. God damn it, Hurricut. Does Swell know what he means, chat, or is Swell a dope? I think Swell's kind of a dope, but... You poor fools are all going to be dragged into this. I'm not sorry. Not sorry at all. Swell knows? Okay.
I do know what you mean.
No need to fret over it, right? In any case, that gun is for later.
Later?
Yep, much later.
Huh, okay.
That's totally Chekhov's gun. It's totally Chekhov's gun. That is 100% Chekhov's gun. You cannot convince me it is not. I am butthurt about it. But also, I can appreciate a reference, so I'm not that butthurt. There's a weird device on top of this box. Let's ask Elias about it. Elias? Elias? How do I pronounce his name? I'm gonna go with Elias. I've been saying Elias a lot lately.
What's this funny looking thing?
That's a duck call.
What's it for?
It's for calling ducks.
Oh, fun.
Used to be. Don't work anymore on account of being haunted.
Haunted?
Yeah, well, not haunted exactly. A bunch of spiders got in there. Now it sounds all scary when you blow it.
I see.
If you want it, it's yours. You gingerly take the duck call, trying very hard not to think about the spiders. You got an item, haunted duck call. What spiders? Good job. This fucking game. Damn. That's all I have to say. Just wait a minute. Wait a minute. I saw that. Wait, what? There's nothing on the clothesline except a pair of socks and an old gun. You take the gun and leave the socks. They don't look safe. You got an item, rusty pistol. What is this game? Okay, alright, we got a gun now, chat. Let's, where's my mouse cursor? There's my mouse cursor. Can we actually use it? Is it a weapon? You spend all that time cleaning your gun and the rain comes along and ruins it. Typical. Okay, so no, this is actually a weapon. Deals moxie plus physical. Alright, and our baseball bat is what? Muscle plus physical? Okay, so this is basically if we want to play like a ranged character, we have a pistol. If we want to play a melee, we have baseball bat. We also have a haunted duck call, which reduces an enemy's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 when you honk it at them, but only once per fight. You're pretty sure this duck call is haunted, but you can't remember the story of how it got that way. Yeah. Yeah, how did that happen? It's very, very strange. Very, These socks just keep getting wetter. I don't keep my guns on my clothesline. I don't! It's the weirdest thing. The Scarecrow's a bit more intimidating than usual. The crows around here must be real aggressive. It's got a fucking gun. You can tell this takes place in America because even our Scarecrows are armed. Alright, we're gonna fight it. Okay, so this is the combat in this game. It's like kind of your typical JRPG-ish thing. We're gonna do melee all the way? Absolutely. Alright, so we have a weapon attack. Hit a Scarecrow with a baseball bat for 1 damage. It ends our turn. We can use the duck call. Your turn will not end until you take an attack. We can throw a rock. Deals 2 damage. Cause an action point, but does not end your turn. Your turn will not end until you make a basic attack. We have 1 action point. I don't recall, I believe AP regenerates after combat. And then we can surrender, ending the current combat in a loss. So I'm gonna throw a rock at it. It's got 7 hit points. It's a shoot crow. It intends to shoot Swell McSwellington for 4 physical damage. And then we're gonna bonk it with our bat. Get bonked, nerd. Ow, my hit point totals. Merlin the Canary sings an inspiring song, inspiring Swell McSwellington's muscle by 1. Okay. I don't think I have AP anymore. Oh no, I do have 1 AP. Okay, so we get AP back every turn. I'm actually gonna be able to kill it. Okay, we're just going to be able to kill it. Alright, close fight. Almost got our asses beat by a Scarecrow. Hey, Jerry, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for the head pats. You're a sweetheart. Now it's just a regular Scarecrow with a gun. Excellent. Can I take the gun? This thing's crow menacing days are over. It's an old tractor and there's an old rag shoved where the gas cap should be. We'll pull the rag out. You pull out the rag and sniff the tank. Smells like there's gas in there. Collect it. You dip the rag into the gas tank, soak up all the gas, and then wring it out into your can. Alright, we're 2/3 full now. But that tractor is the right most interesting thing in this part of the country. Alright, we're going back. How much XP do I have now? Am I at 10? I am at 10. So we don't have enough to get any goodies yet. I don't know what we're going to be saving for. I don't know if I want to up my stats or maybe focus on like the item game. This game does have, I believe, like random encounters and stuff in it. What if it's the wrong type of gas for the bus, though? Oh no, I hadn't thought of that, and I bet the devs probably did. Because yeah, that would be diesel in there. Although depending on when this took place, I don't know, this might be before unleaded gasoline was a thing. The door looks like it has been used. Actually, did we ask him about... Oh no, that was that's right, that's the haunted bird call. We got bears, gears, and tiers, shares, and class rings. It's a very large box considering that most people own either 0 or 1 class ring.
Is this box really full of class rings?
Yep, about 140 of them.
Did you go to college 140 times?
Oh, nah, of course not. I just collect them is all.
Why?
Well, they're rare, but not very rare. They're all different in interesting ways, and they're shiny. There's the collection trifecta.
Well, okay then.
Alright, the box labeled shares.
What's in here, stocks?
Scissors. They're shears, not shares. Ah, you got Diesel, Super, Super Plus, and Super E10. That's more or less what it is out here. We have Diesel, it's unleaded. Then there's there's the 2 tiers above that as well. But yeah, same stuff. These boxes are labeled. Are we gonna get a Tears for Fears joke? I have to know. Are these boxes of tears or tears? Don't be ridiculous. You can't put neither one of them in boxes. That don't make any kind of sense. This fucking game.
What's in these boxes of gears?
My daughter Simone left those behind when she went off to school. Figured I should keep them for her.
That makes sense. Are these boxes really full of pears?
Nah, those boxes are all canned pears. Had a little fun writing the labels is all. You want a can? I got one left that didn't fit. You got an item, Bibson's Extra Sweet Pears. It's a can of pears and a syrup. The label describes as sickly sweet. They should really hire a copywriter. All right, so that'll crank up our mysticality. This door doesn't look like it's been used in a while. Ask where it leads.
Where does this door lead, I ask you?
Spare bedroom. Ain't been used in forever. Don't even bother opening that door since the Dust Devil got in there. Feel free to help yourself, though. I doubt you'll find much use.
Dust Devil?
Yeah, those critters are a real nuisance around here. They're attracted to beds that ain't been cleaned under properly, and since I lost my broom back in 26, it's been a real, what'd Simone call it? A nutrient-rich environment. Ornery little beasts, real territorial.
Okay, I'll be careful.
You'll be dead. Tasteful arrangement of dried fronds. It's a shelf full of pulp westerns. Oh, we gotta look. The Cattlemen of the Night. Shootout at Cow Arroyo. The Riders of Revenge. The Horses of the Bloody Sands. Hey, this one looks like it's worth a read. You got an item. The Handgun's Tale. Alright. Duel at Cow Mountain. Showdown at Bloody Gulch. Duel at Horse Thief Trail. Cattlemen of the Night. Robbers of Darkness. If I had to guess, they're probably just randomly generating these games. It's the Handgun's Tale, chat. Unlike most old westerns, this one is written from the perspective of a gun. Oh no! Oh no! I mean, of course we're gonna read it. The story is pretty boring, but it contains some very technically complex descriptions of advanced shooting techniques. We are not smart enough to read the Handgun's Tale. A dusty old nightstand with a meat wallet in it. All right. I want to check this thing out. I need to save. How do I wait? Pacifist mode grays out dialogue options that would result in combat. Woo! This option is haunted. HDR rendering. Arachnophobia. You won't encounter any spiders. Arachnophilia. You will encounter so many spiders. Okay. All right. Arachnophonia. All combat sounds will be replaced with spider noises. Okay. Alright. Gun with the wind. His strong hand squeezed my trigger and I... Ooh. What's... Oh, that worries me. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna pretend nothing bad is going to happen due to that. So, what's the Dust Devil? Dust Devil's really kicking up some Dickens under there. Yeah, but we suck pretty bad. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fight a Dust Devil. But we're gonna try to fight a Dust Devil. Are you sure? Chekhov said these things were pretty dangerous. Okay, no. Game's giving me the wussy warning, and we are in fact a wussy. Hey, Rocker, good to see you. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. A Kitchens Inc. brand kitchen sink. Collections of Stain makes its home on the range. Boo. This door leads to a bathroom. Ask if we can use it.
Can I use your bathroom?
Sure. How'd you know that door was the bathroom, though?
I've always had a knack for knowing which door leads to bathrooms is all.
Well, good for you, I guess. That better be a thing in this game. It's a surprisingly modern toilet for such an old house. Flush it. You flush Chekhov's toilet, hoping it won't come back to haunt you later. Okay, so we have enough XP to gain a skill if we want to. You can see your face in Elias's mirror, just like your own mirror back home. Gaze into it. You look at yourself in the mirror.
Hi, swell.
We smile.
Hey there, good looking.
We frown.
What's wrong?
We scowl.
Why, I oughta.
We worry.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
We cringe. You remember something really embarrassing you did a couple of years ago. Now we freak out. And we close our eyes. I'll just assume this looks good. Go back to normal. There you are. Okay, and then we can just loop through it again. All right, we leave. A vicious clawfoot bathtub. Okay, Val. It's all right. I'll protect you. The door is locked with some kind of elaborate electric lock. That's a sentence. Let's ask about it.
What's with this door?
Oh, that's my daughter Simone's room, who left for college. Hopefully she ain't left anything important in there, because I plumb forgot how to work that crazy lock she invented. Okay, can I, no? Can I fuck with it? No. It is locked. All right, I think we've pretty well plumed the depths of this place. We can level though, but like, strong back, quick wit, or fashion sense. You can't put your back into it. Your back is barely strong enough to support the weight of your own head. Your muscles let you lift heavy things, break fragile things, and deal damage with melee weapons. But I kind of want to save the 30 for increased item and meat drops. But I think strength. Yeah. We're a thick lad. Did I get more hit points or anything from that? No. Okay, so all of our stats are... It's gear is where we'll be getting, like, extra hit points. All right, I want to eat... We only have Moxie and Mysticality. That's a shame. I was hoping we had something for our muscles so we could get even swoller. Get crappy kind of haunt. I'm the ghost of the toilets past. You were murdered at the police, but you had nothing to go on. Terrible. Let's try fighting this thing. Drag it out. Are you sure? Chekhov said these things are dangerous. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh god, a vicious stabbing. 4 bleed. Okay, yeah, this thing's decidedly less than bueno. I'm gonna throw a rock at it, like a grown adult would. I'm gonna smack it with my baseball bat. I think we're dead, chat. I think we're real dead. Our bird ain't saving us. Yeah. There's our first one. Merlin flies away. Should have listened to Chekhov.
I guess so. My butt hurts, and I don't know what to do about it.
Artemis is furiously purring. She probably likes your voice too. Aw, that's wonderful to hear. I'm glad that y'all are chilling out and relaxing and happy. Wonderful. Give her a scritchin for me. This turtle is stuck on its back. Why aren't you helping it?
I am helping it. There you go, buddy.
I am, of course, going to follow the turtle. Okay, so it's behind the house, but is it going to come out on this side? I assume not. Sadness. Alright, well, we did a good thing. We helped the... Enjoy Blue Cola, the honorable choice. Looks like they drove this boxcar here and then took the track away. Boy, someone must have hated this boxcar. We've fallen into Cowboy Bebop. There's a partially full gas can nastilated in the piles of garbage. Collect it. You pour the gas into your own can, then hide the empty can behind some garbage. Alright. You probably shouldn't root through that guy's knapsack without asking first. A cheerful-looking hobo tootles idly on a harmonica. We interrupt his tootling.
Hi there, I'm Swell.
Well, howdy there, neighbor. I'm Howie.
Pleased to meet you. I'm not actually from around here, though.
Well, the way I see it, this whole country's my home, so everybody's my neighbor.
That's nice.
Either that or they're all trespassers who'd better get off of my property.
Ellipses.
I'm just joshing you, friend. Care for some jerky?
What kind?
Clam! It's a local delicacy.
Huh.
Yeah, we're taking that. Is this our muscle item? Is it? It is. It's always nice to get a gift from a kindly stranger, but it's especially nice when that gift is dried flesh. Oh my. There you are. Can't abide this stuff myself. Like eating a dried slug, but saltier. Come to think of it, that's exactly what it is.
You're really selling me on this local delicacy.
If you ask me, the locals are a little weird. Alright, where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Hawaii, but I got bored of gorgeous tropical beaches and decided to hit the rails.
You rode the rails from Hawaii?
Yeah, yep. Real challenging trip for a first-time hobo, but I made it through all right.
You ever think about going back?
They only got the one track there, so it was a one-way trip. I might head back for a visit once they built a second one, though.
Huh. You live here?
Well, not permanent-like, but I've been camped out here for a few days.
All alone?
Well, it used to be a bit livelier, but the bosses sent a railroad bull to run everybody off.
Railroad bull? Like a cop?
Yeah, you could say that. I think he's still prowling around out back if you care to test your mettle. Don't advise it, though.
Is he packing heat?
No, he's unarmed, but one of your arms might make a pretty good club once he gets it off of you.
Any plans for the future?
Well, word on the wall is that there's a camp forming in Ocean City. I figure I'll mosey on over there once this rain lets up.
Word on the wall. Never heard that phrase. Is it like through the grapevine?
Similar.
I see.
All right, we leave. Okay, well, we got our gas. Topeka, 1,200 miles. You've heard nice things about Topeka, but not 1,200 miles worth of nice things. That's a lot of miles, chat. That is a lot of miles. What is this? It's a weird plaque where Lydia was standing. We read it. Historic site. At this exact spot on the 13th of October, 1908, the state's first mass-produced automobile, a Ford Model T purchased by Hiram O'Crollins, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, Lydia Barnsley. So apparently that woman you talked to a few minutes ago has been dead for exactly 20 years. All right, so this takes place in 1928. Good. Swell. Everything about this is great, and you aren't regretting this trip before you even arrive. We go on about our normal, non-haunted day. Oh, it's the turtle. This turtle seems to be heading to Ocean City too. At this rate, it might beat you there. No, we're taking it with us. We have a turtle. What do we name the turtle, chat? It looks like its default name is Turt. Leonardo it is. Bullet turtle. I'm sorry, Val. Brendan beat you to the punch. We got Leonardo. What is Leonardo's ability here? A turtle is like a slow bandage. Each round of combat, he heals a random wounded ally by his mysticality. Alright, sure. This game's dumb. Gold Leaf would have been good too. Hello, bus driver. Hey there, friend. Any luck with the gas? You show the driver your gas can. Well, his gas can. Well, hey, that's a full can of gas. I knew you could do it. You ready to hit the road?
Yes.
He takes the can and empties it into the bus's tank. And with that, you're on your way. All aboard. You love equipping turtles? Just wearing like 15 turtles. Sir, we're going to have to ask you to leave. You climb back on the bus and return to your seat, and soon you're dozing off to the sound of rain spattering on the window beside you. Unfortunately, it's barely an approximation of sleep, the sort of sleep you slip into so gradually you don't even know you're asleep until something wakes you up. I hate that. Plunkett Street. And you realize that your meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils of whispering ideas. Hey kid, that's your stop, right? That are now totally forgotten. All ashore what's going ashore. Thanks for traveling, Willis Busco. You disembark. It's too close to home regarding sleep, right? Right? I feel that. Alright, well, we've found something resembling society. There's nothing in that direction except the road you arrived on, and walking all the way back there probably isn't a good use of your time right now. Thank you for the hydrate. This hobo seems wholly unperturbed by the rain.
Nice weather we're having.
He smiles and looks up and lets the rain splash on his face. Suits me just fine, I guess. A wise man once said the rain falls on poor men and rich men alike.
Was that before umbrellas were invented, or...?
My name's Gus, by the way.
Hi, I'm Swell.
Pleased to meet you, Swell. Say, you wouldn't have a couple of meat to spare, would you?
Yeah, sure.
You flip Gus some meat and he beams. Thank you very much, Swell. Old Gus won't forget your kindness, you bet.
Take it easy, Gus.
Okay. Probably nothing in here anyways. Going seems inaccurate. Bowl of War's surplus. Army surplus store is closed for the night. Oh, y'all bet we're gonna be looting that. Murray's Antiques. The bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. The young woman at the counter looks up as you enter. Oh, hi. You must be Swell. We don't get many customers at this time of night, or at all, really.
That's me. You were expecting me?
Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me the letter to mail. Name's Jessica. Oh, geez, you're soaking wet. Come in and I'll get you a towel. You walk over to the counter, trying not to drip on any vintage bric-a-brac as Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf and pulls the tag off before tossing it to you.
Thanks. Is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific.
He isn't.
You said that in kind of an ominous way. Where is he?
She sighs. I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact and said it was going to be a tough one. I told him he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he didn't come back, and then the sounds of an airport started playing in the background and I never saw him again.
Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, right? You make trying to talk to Great Aunt Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sound like a deadly spy mission.
Yeah, this is going to take some explaining.
Well, I'm definitely intrigued now. Explain.
We don't have a lot of time now, but follow me and I'll give you a quick sketch. Alright, she leads you into a back room furnished with some desks and strange-looking machinery. Welcome to our back office, the hub of our little operation.
I'm guessing by operation you're talking about something other than antiques.
Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, Murray found out there's a bunch of antiques circling around that are, well, hinky would be a real understatement.
Hinky?
Murray called them tainted, dark magic. Real bad mojo, you know, cursed.
Are you serious?
It's no joke. That's exactly our real job here. The antique store is just, well, not exactly a front. We find a lot of regular antiques too, and selling them keeps us in scratch. But really, we're trying to hunt down all these evil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt.
And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back.
That's the long and short of it, yep. What do you say? Are we in? Are we in chat, or do we... Oh, no, we don't really have a choice. I don't know if Swell would necessarily be excited, but I think Swell would be like,
well, yeah, I can't just leave him in the lurch like this.
For God's sake, airport, go to bed. I swear to God, I can't say what I'm going to say or I'll have, like, air traffic controllers coming in here. You hear the shop door opening, and after a moment, a goblin pokes her head into the office. Oh God, goblin voice. Do I have a goblin voice? I don't really have a goblin voice. Hello? Oh, hey, that's swell timing. Hey, Gabby. Murray's sister kid showed up. Murray's sister's kid showed up. Come meet him. Murray's sister kid. What the fuck even is that? I don't want to think about that. Okay. Let's tuck the airport in and make sure it's snug. Yeah. Nice and snug and cozy. Gonna sleep forever. So are we guarded? Are we friendly? Do we identify as a her or a them? Lysandus, you son of a bitch. Number 2, all right.
Hi, Gabby. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, hello. The pleasure is all Gabby's. Oh, it speaks in third person. Okay. Gabby, would you be a dear and carry his luggage to Murray's room and grab some blankets and stuff out of the cupboard? He can sleep here till we find Murray. You've got it. Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through a door in the back of the room.
Great. I could really use some sleep.
All right. Can I just leave? You're way too tired to go back out. Okay. I don't know if that's a dog or a cat, but I'm gonna try to pet it. A white cat is snoozing on an old towel. Let's ask about it.
What's the cat's name?
Calliope. Murray got her a couple years ago. We scritch behind the cat's ears. You give Calliope a good scritching, but she doesn't react at all. Oh no.
Why doesn't Calliope like me?
She'll warm up eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those.
Do you have any sardines?
No, we're all out. You can get some more tomorrow. They have them at the Cola Wars surplus next door. I was so worried that, like, we give her a good scratching and she doesn't react, and it turns out the thing's, like, fucking taxidermied or something. A modern radio stands here in defiance of the concept of antiques. You cannot even hazard to guess what this contraption does. It's probably, like, for hair drying or something. You don't have time to play games. There's nobody at the desk. Ask Jessica about it.
Hey, Jessica, whose desk is this?
Charles Wallace, our handyman. He's fixing a leak on the roof right now. He'll be back in later tonight. There's nobody you need to call right now. You're not sure what the clock is telling, but it sure isn't time. This desk is a mess.
Whose desk is this?
Murray's. I keep nagging at him to straighten it up before someone bumps into it, and we have to call the National Guard to dig them out of the avalanche. With curse-proof shovels and a squad of exorcists handy. Anyway, best not to mess with it.
We'll do, I mean, won't.
Is this the bathroom? You wonder where this door leads. You open the door and it's just a brick wall behind it. Apparently it goes nowhere. Oh no. You experience tuna is the thing? Yeah, cats do love them some tuna. Follow Call of Duty podcast, and one of their stories involved a cat that was eldritch. Oh lord. Hang on a sec, you can't go to sleep yet.
I'm pretty sure I can. I bet I could do it right here while I'm still standing up.
Ah, well, I hate to spring this on you, but there's something we need you to do before the night's over.
Oh, swell. What is it?
You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Well, since info on them is so sketchy, we've been working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. I call it the Detectatron 1000. We've just gotten it up and running since Murray left, and it turned out there's a tainted thing practically right on our doorstep.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's not great. I was gonna have Gabby go get it. That's why she came over tonight. But since you turned up out of the blue...
Alright, I guess there's no time like the present.
I'm probably not exaggerating when I say there's literally no time except for the present.
What?
As in, there might not be a future. You won't have to go far. It's just down the other end of the block. If the readings are right, there's a newspaper office that got shut down earlier this year. It should be in there.
Well...
Gabby'll go with you. She's good in a fight. Ooh, is Swell excited for fights, or is he apprehensive about fights? Does Swell like beating things to death with a baseball bat? Alright, he is.
A fight? Heck yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby. I have to turn on a light here really quick. There we go. Gabby reappears with an expectant grin. Go to the newspaper office with Swell and help him get that hat, okay?
Okay, Gabby is ready for an action. Let's mosey.
Grumpy sigh, tired sigh, or excited sigh? Excited sigh.
Alright, fine. You said it's a hat. A cursed hat?
According to the readout, yeah. A man's fedora, probably.
I'm supposed to what? Just break in and take it?
Well, not break in exactly. I managed to finagle a spare key out of the guy at the realtor's office.
I'm pretty sure that still counts as breaking and entering.
You'll be in and out and back here and in bed before you know it.
Alright, let's do this.
Gabby grins and gives you a thumbs up. We can gab with Gabby.
How you holding up, Gabby?
All is keen as a peach.
We chit-chat.
You're a real firecracker in a fistfight, huh, Gabby?
Ha ha! Gabby likes fighting and dancing, the two best things. Gabby invented fight dancing once, but this world was unready for it. Maybe 50 years later.
Alright, that's enough. She's like breakdance fighting or something. So is it this place? No. Wait a minute, there's trash. We can dig through it. We find a discarded bottle of cologne. What do? This bottle of cologne was inexpensive to begin with, and throwing it away didn't make it any more valuable. Increases your stench armor by 1. Alright, well, I'll hold on to it.
Pure garbage.
Literally. This building looks perfectly solid. Maybe it's just the people that renting it that were condemned. Gabby grins and gives you a thumbs up. And I like this. Wait, no, what was that? This trash's reach has exceeded its can's grasp. Given the current conditions, dark and stormy, you probably shouldn't wander into alleys. All right, the Ocean City Watchful Eye. So there's the newspaper, but Securburus. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. It's the bank. All right. Securburus. Ooh. Ooh. That's just capoeira. Yeah, exactly. You take a deep breath and unlock the door. You give the key to Gabby for safekeeping. Get like some Christy Montiero in here. There's a handwritten note on this desk. Read it. The note says, Robson. Find Hinden, then Carver. Who's next? Venable says if Burgess comes for him, he's gonna karate chop his desk in half. Sincerely, Curtis Curtis. P.S. What's a karate? Oh. You see the corner of a note sticking out from under the desk's blotter. It reads, Tucker, I got you that bottle you wanted. I stuck it under the water cooler where Burgess can't find it and rat us out to the prohies, prohibitionists. Beck, under the water cooler, eh? Surely it's not still there, but it couldn't hurt to check. All right, if I were a water cooler. It's a big heavy water cooler and it's got something to hide. Move it. Hey look, a trap door. What? Okay, we'll return to that. This game is just throwing everything at me. There's a half-finished document in the typewriter. Government corruption at all-time high. The government has once again slashed funding to city services and social programs, citing waste, but without offering any supporting figures or explaining where the funds have been reallocated to. Additionally, anonymous sources report. He cuts off abruptly, maybe as a result of the pink slip next to the typewriter. Let's read the slip. Curtis, if I've told you once, I've told you 100 times. Not enough people buy the paper anymore to keep the lights on in this joint. Electricity's expensive because it's a very recent innovation. As such, fully half of your salary is paid by government subsidies. This is to say that the hand that feeds you is the hand you keep biting. We go way back, buddy, but you've given me no choice. Clean out your desk and scram. Grover Burgess, Editor-in-Chief. It's one of those new Arcane Press newsfeed things. All right, we gaze into it. Today's winning racehorses, Gristler's Mother, Too Much Corn, and Howitzer Jacket. Band dances, the Chutney Slider, the Dirty Dirty Blitz, and the Upside Down Tango. Babe Ruth gets haircut. Barbara says you'd think he could have left a better tip. Second edition of Principia Mathematica published. We still cannot understand a word of this, say local children. Prohibition agents confiscate 40 barrels of wine. 10 cheese wheels and some nice fresh honeycomb also seized. Jack Dempsey removes teeth to improve boxing skill. Oomph, says Dempsey in interview. Charles Lindbergh cooks stew. Onlookers report it smells like it might be beef, or maybe lamb. Persian bards declare independence, claim debauched tavern as sovereign city-state. Severe storm causes trolley disaster, prevents 5 other trolley disasters. I see what you're doing, game. All right, and then it just loops. Here's a half-finished letter. It reads, Reginald, I think Burgess is onto us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be typing this out on a letter instead of talking to you in person? Maybe, why am I doing this? Meet me under the water cooler this afternoon. Ah, crap, here comes Burgess with a pink slip. Sincerely. It doesn't say who it's from. The writer must have gotten fired before they could type their name. Also, under the water cooler? What's all that about? There's a pink slip on this desk as well. Hinden, I'm not paying you to publish cockamamie conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean out your desk and hit the road. Grover Burgess. P.S. You like the word cockamamie that I used up there? It's a slang term I coined. It means ridiculous or implausible. I think it's really going to catch on. Whoever worked at this desk for that got their cufflinks. Well, they're mine now. Reporter's cufflinks. The left one is engraved always check, and the right one says your sources. It really makes you think. +1 mysticality. Game's trying to make me a wizard, chat. I don't like it. There's a little bit of very, very old coffee left in this percolator. We pour it. Pouring yourself this cup of coffee is the first step on a very short, nasty journey. We can drink it. A few months ago, somebody decided it wasn't good enough to drink. You apparently disagree with that. Increases your max AP by 1 until you use it. Yeah, okay, we're gonna drink it. You drink the coffee. The months have not been kind to it. Because it can't exact revenge on the months, it decides to exact it on your mouth instead. Yuck. You gain an effect, alert and regretful. Oh, nasty. Yeah. Where it's like been in the percolator for a couple days and you look at it and you're like, I probably should just brew a new one, and then you pour it into the cup and you drink it anyways. I understand. Another pink slip. Carver, I can't believe I have to tell you this, but it's against company policy for employees to steal the printing press. You're fired. You are so fired. I need a new phrase to describe it. I'm giving you the axe, and if I see your face in here again, I will both give you the axe and set you on fire. Grover Burgess, Editor-in-Chief. P.S. How did you even lift it? You must have had, what, 5 accomplices? Unbelievable. You make a mental note to never pick a fight with this Carver person. See a thin 3-ring binder on this desk. We got an item, pneumatic tube system operation manual. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What are you going to make me do, video game? The drawer on this one is slightly ajar. Ew. You got an item, nasty leftovers. Alright, and then we got a, looks like Venable made good work on his threat. Search the wreckage. Nothing. Venable must have taken all his stuff before smashing it. That karate chop was no joke. Nasty old leftovers. You don't know what went into this bag, but you know that the only thing that's ever going to come out of it is a congealed mass of foul goo. Negative 3 to all enemy stats, though, is pretty chunky.